PalWorld is the newest entry into the survival game genre. It claims that it is an open world survival crafting game, but is it really? We're going to be taking a look at the mechanics that we can showcase from the game and let you decide whether or not you think this is a survival game or has the future potential to be a good survival game. One of the first things to talk about right out the gate is the difficulty of the game itself. When it comes to survival elements, the game offers you the ability with creating a world to choose between casual, normal, hard, or custom, and it allows you the ability to go into custom and change everything from the daytime speed to nighttime speed to experience rate to PAL stamina reduction, or if you drop all your items upon death. There are 29 unique settings for you to change to fit your playstyle. However, we're going to be looking about this game on its default settings, which is the normal difficulty. Let's go ahead and talk about player needs. There is health, food, stamina, weight, and finally temperature. Health is based upon your health stat and can be increased when you level up. Food goes from 0 to 100, and when you fall below 30 food, you get a negative 20% debuff to your attack power, your defense, and your work speed. And when you reach 0 food, you will start to lose your health anywhere between 20 to 45 health per second. Stamina is an interesting one. It can be increased when you level up, but it only affects you when you run out of stamina because you have to wait for the entire stamina bar to recharge before you can start using stamina again. Weight can also be increased when you level up, allowing you to carry more weight, but when you exceed your weight limit, you will start to slow down more and more until you can't move. Temperature is an interesting prospect because temperature has a cold and hot side, which has 3 bars. When you go to the first bar of your cold temperature, you start to lose anywhere from 2 to 5 health per second, and I assume on the hot side it's the same. As you go further and further into the cold range or the hot range, I assume you'll start to lose more health. Resource gathering and crafting is often a key feature of survival games, and PalWorld does not skirt around this fact. PalWorld allows you as a player to use tools like pickaxes and hatchets and many other tools to gather resources for yourself or the hunting of pals themselves to get the leather and materials needed. And it allows you to ride pals and use them in various ways to gather resources around the world. But what PalWorld seems to do a little bit differently is that they allow you to take your pals you captured and use them to help you around the base. Whether that's crafting, helping farm, harvesting wood, mining, or even just to power your furnaces, you can use your pals in various ways around your base to help you keep your resource gathering and crafting going when you're not necessarily around. Combat in PalWorld is definitely using some of the basics. You start off with nothing and then work your way all the way to guns or rockets. However, along the way, pals you have captured can help you in combat. The beautiful thing about pals is they have a variety of different techniques that you can trigger in combat, as well as even use them yourself if you build the right harness or have them by default. For example, the Lambells allow you to use them as a fluffy shield, and then there's a Flame Fox that can be used as a flamethrower. However, don't think pals are just going to fight and win the battles for you, because fighting your battles and being part of the battle with your pals is just as important. Using different pals for different scenarios, bosses, or other monsters, and you will have to adapt and overcome your situation. Pals also can level up, making a good friend to fight alongside you and be just as powerful as you are. The amount of time and effort you invest into your pals also makes them even better in combat. So it's a really nice, this game has given you that kind of perspective for you to choose for in your combat situations. Overall, PalWorld is an interesting and dynamic game that just came into the survival game genre. While there are many elements of the game that we showed off that were survival, the question remains to you viewers, is PalWorld a open world survival crafting game as they claim, or is it not? And does it have the possibility to become a survival game as it develops over time?